next piece I call the goth combination because it's a tribute to that intensity that you see from people that do dark pieces, and I really like that. It's very dramatic. So this one is more of the dramatic piece. Of all the combinations, this is the dramatic piece. Start facing front, and the hands are going to sweep from left to right, bringing you up to face back. And from here, your left hip is going to twist way up. So in the one more time, we'll do that sweeping motion. Arms come up, left hip follows, and you're all ready to drop it. You're going to do 3 hip drops, and this is with your glutes, meaning you're going to squeeze your right, which will drop your left, and then squeeze the left to bring it back up again. So again, it is 1, 2, 3. When we go faster, we'll take the glutes out of it, and we'll just go 1, 2, 3. The point here is it's not bounce, bounce, bounce. It's lock, lock, lock. I want them strong and solid. So again, and sweeping up, and drop, drop, drop. From here, you should be up on your left foot on the toe, ball of the foot or the toe, whatever you prefer. And you're going to swing that left foot out, and you're going to follow it with your left hip. So it's half my up to down on the left side. And then the right hand is going to come behind the head. The left hand is going to come out. They're both going to go out to the side as you do a chest slide to the left. Boom. And then head slide to the left. Boom. From here, you're going to keep going left with your head. So there's an and in there. So again, from here, 1, 2, 3, and hips, arms come through, chest, head. See how the arms keep floating through? It's not just hips, hips, chest, head. The arms flow through very gently, and they're not mimicking the body movements of the sharpness. They're going nice and smooth. So again, from here, drop, 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 and hips, chest, head. And you're going to swing the head over to the right, and you're going to pop it again and go back down. So you just went up, and now you're going to go back down. So you're going to go head slide, chest slide, foot up, right foot, and you're pulling up your right hip. And your right arm is going to follow through with the right leg, and your left arm is going to go behind you. And you're going to drop your head gently, so not huge, just gently. And then one of the counts is just looking up. So you're down, and you look up. That's the whole count. I don't want to see a head lift, just the eyes lifting. And from here, you're going to swing your right foot behind you, and this is where it gets kind of dramatic. Swing, but you'll actually be throwing it pretty far when you're doing this move quickly. So you'll be going way behind, and you're actually facing the foot towards the back wall. The reason is if you step this way, it's going to throw you off balance when you go to turn around. So it's really important that you get into this awkward position, because it's only for a second, and it's really important to place your foot properly when you're going somewhere. Foot placement is very important with this sort of thing. Foot slides out, other foot comes to follow, facing back, and from here, you're about, I think it's half of a count, so it's very, very, very fast. Your left leg picks up again, so you just went in, you're not even placing your weight on your foot. So again, to demonstrate, the feet, it goes. Step, foot brushes in, but you're not going to place any weight on that foot because you're going to go right back out onto it. Step and reach. So again, doing the arms because they're a little more complicated than that. You go step, touch, and reach with the left arm, and that's the dramatic part. So you're almost hitting the floor with some of your weight to create this like very intense rattle. So it would be boom, and that's left arm. You're almost in like a sort of warrior, a yoga warrior. The right arm comes through, and then you're going to open up, and that's just the arms. And then from here, you're lifting the head, coming all the way through. My left leg is holding all my weight, and my right leg is dragging in to meet my left as I come through. So to demonstrate this sideways, you're going to be going like this. You're going up, really, really, really arching the upper back and pulling through and sitting down. So different than this, which is nice, but not what we're looking for. We want to keep the head from bouncing very much. We want to keep a very level, controlled head. So it's like you're on a very short floor of a house. You can't go up or down. So again, from the step, and then we'll go through everything with counts. You're going to step, bring the foot in, and then reach with the left leg and the left arm, and boom. Arm comes through and open. And from here, taking your time, lifting through the chest, all the way through until you sit with the pelvis. So nice and slow with counts. This combination goes 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. And then you're just going to take your time, depending on how long you would like. It's a nice slow piece. So one more time, and I'll just say the move. You're going to start with a sweep, and then bounce, bounce, bounce. Maya, slide head, head, chest, hip. Sweep it down, and look. Step, and hold, and hit. Arm, close, open, pull it up. And through, and sink. This next combination was inspired by Heather's stance, owing to her stance that she does so lovely. Sometimes, back in the day, I think they do more modern dance stuff now, but I remember her doing a lot of this, and I think it's very beautiful, and so I was inspired by that. You start the next combination with a shoulder shimmy and a roll down, and that's counted on 1, 2. So it's 1, And then you're going to add the roll down, but keep the shoulder shimmy going. 1, 2. Again, and 1, 2. Again, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to become very, very small. Dropping down, 3. You're going to drop down at an angle, and then you're going to open to the front with your arms and your legs, pushing out. 3 and 4. That's where Heather Stance comes in. And 5, 6 is inspired by jazz dance. And what happens here is you're in a squat, the arms are out, and you're kind of rocking, so you're going to rock off to the side. So you're here, and you're pushing off your left foot, only pushing into a point. So slight rock and push, lifting that left arm, and we're going to do a really fast, very fast turn here. So you're going to wrap the leg around, keeping your body leaning slightly at a left angle, and boom. And again, same footwork. We'll talk about it again very briefly. The turn, you want to bring your foot behind. And we're going to face the back. And as you face the back, you're going to roll onto the heel of your left and the ball of your right. You're going to follow through, heel of the left, ball of the right, land the feet flat. And again, not like this. Keeping the feet very close to the ground. It's going to keep your balance a lot easier. Let's do that again from the beginning. Shoulder shimmy, roll down, drop, and open. Push off, and as you spin, adding the arms, arm goes in and up, and it does it very quickly. In and up. It's very important that you understand the footwork. Let's just do the footwork. Crossover turn to face the front, pick up the right leg. One more time. Cross and pick up. And it's going to go behind you. You're going to do a ball change. For those of you who are not familiar with a ball change, it's a jazz definition, and it's a ball change. You're changing the ball of your foot from one foot to the other foot. So it's ball change. So you're going to go ball change facing your right profile. This is important. You end the turn here, and you're going to make a very dramatic turn to your right. Ball change, and you're going to swoop to go to the opposite angle. So you're going to make a half turn with your body. So 180. You're going from here to here. But you're going to go up on the balls of your feet. So it's very important that you are lifted, pelvis is tucked, chest is super lifted. Ball change up on the balls of your feet. We'll do that one more time, just the feet. And ball change, swoop. So you notice how one of my feet is slightly behind the other. This is really important. If your feet are really right next to each other, it's going to be a little harder to balance. So a good little sneaky way of making it look like you're completely balanced up on your toes, but giving yourself a little more support, is to lock one foot against the other heel. And ball change. And as you ball change, you cross the arms in front. Ball change, open the arms up, swoop up on the toes. And if you notice, my chest is completely pulled in front of my body. So it's not here, it's here. The easiest way to make this look bad is to let your posture go. You want to tuck your pelvis even though it's behind you. So ball change, swoop. We're going to hold for a moment. The arms are going to be lifted, the elbows are up by the shoulders, and we're going to do 3 Mayas, starting on the right hip, going 1, 2, 3, then drop, then lift. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, drop the head and everything and bend the knees. You're going to get as small as you can. So the next part is kind of an illusion. It looks like you explode from this tiny little spot. You're going to go, wha! But the way you do this, the secret behind this one, is you're going to pull your butt in the air first. Because coming from here, it's harder to be powerful when you're coming up all together. But if you pull your butt up first, then you can throw your head faster and your back. So again, you're down, butt comes up, and then the body follows, and the arms up. And from here, you're going to do a chest pop, which is hard with the arms up, but it's good practice. Pop, roll down, pelvic drop, roll up, and extend out into the arms. So when I say this, you're going to think of this kind of momentum going from your chest down to your pelvis, up through your arms, through your shoulders. It's going to be one of the only times I say lift your shoulders up when your arms are above your head, because it's only there for a moment, because then you're going to push them down. So again, it's chest lift, drop, roll down, sinking the body, roll up, arms lift, and then they gently push down into the socket as the arms cross. You're going to twist over to the left and open the arms. So now we're going to put this together with the counts. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. Hold, hold. 5, 6. Drop. 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 5. Hold. 6, 7, 8.
For this is the province of combat, and these are the faces of war.
next combination starts in a pivot. So when I say pivot, I mean one foot is up on the ball of the foot, the other one is flat. And then you'll be coming through to change to the pivot on the other side, meaning the feet are going to switch directions. So I'm going to start on the left side, arms out. And from here, you're going to do a chest circle, and it's going to start from the back. You're going to go out to the side. As you come through center, you're going to change direction. So side, center, and then side, neutral. Feet switch with the chest. Let's do it again. And side, center, side, neutral. So you're doing, without the pivot, side, front, side, back. Again, side, front, side, back. And you're going to drop to the floor, drop, and as you come up, you're going to squeeze your right glute, sorry, your left glute, and that's going to pop it at the top. And make sure that you do it right at the end of the lift, or else you'll miss it. So you come up, and then boom, at the end. Make sure you don't do it coming halfway up, because you're not going to be able to see it. So difference being that, not as interesting as that. So it makes your leg look like it's going on for a long time. So you pop it at the end. Now, theoretically, you've popped your hip up. Your foot should be just like a hinge hanging off of your knee and free to go. We're going to do a reverse crossover turn, which means you're going to throw your leg behind you, place it, and land going the other way. So you're going over your left shoulder. So you just went up, kick, around, land. Do that one more time. You're going to take your left leg, throw it behind you very gently, try not to kick too high, and kick and land. From here, you're going to go to what I call a sneaky slide, and it starts with the hip. It goes hip. Now, very important, you're going to slide out with your foot before you pull the right hip out into a half Maya or half figure eight up to down on the right side. The reason that you're going to slide out and then bring the hip up and over is because if you lift your foot to bring your Maya up and over, there's going to be an audible, even if it's the smallest thing, there's going to be some reaction in the body. And this is not what we're going for. We want something that's very smooth. So you're going to go sliding the foot out, hip coming up. That's number one. Number two is the chest slide, boom. And you're going to attempt to keep your head still. And something here that helps is to pull up your shoulder to create a little bit of a lateral pull. So instead of being like this, you'd be more like this. So again, Maya, chest slide, head slide, and then back the other way. Head slide, chest slide, and in. Now with this one, again, foot placement is very important. Don't place your weight down on your right foot when you're done. Keep your foot free because we're going to go into a reverse box. And how you do this move is, the reason I call it a reverse box is because you're stepping in a square pattern. And if you imagine as though there are 4 squares in front of you, and you just step on those 4 squares, or those 4 points of a square, you'll end up where you started, and you're going to create that reverse box. So let's do that a couple times, because this is a difficult thing for beginners, myself included. Your right foot steps. So again, here's 2 squares, and here's 2. You're stepping with your right, and then stepping on that one beside it with your left, and then stepping on the one in front of your left, and then going back to your original position. And your hips are going to follow. So you're going to go hip, 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 hip. Let's do it one more time, starting with the right. Hip, 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 and hip. So again, from the slide, so we can work on the transition. It goes Maya, chest, head, head, chest, lift, and step, 2, 3, 4. From here, you're going to go into a shimmy. So you're going to do a little sink. I like to initiate my shimmies with a little jump. So you're going to go and shimmy, so a little sink. So again, it's going to be a sink and get it going. And from here, you're going to take 4 counts and just lift your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go around to the right angle, swinging the left arm behind us Take the shimmy out of it. Let's just do the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right arm is going to stay still. Left arm is going to go behind the head like this. So you're going to change position like this, almost like the arm is throwing you over that direction. So again, almost like you're lassoing your head or something. And then shoulders go back, front, back, front, up, down. And this whole thing will be done with a shimmy. If you like, if you're a beginner, take the shimmy out, just do the arms, worry about the shimmy later. So form is very important. Make sure your posture is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing it around 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do that whole thing together. From the beginning, left pivot, chest circle, side, front, side, back. Sink down, up, pop the hip, spin it around, Maya, Maya. I think I missed that one earlier. You're going to throw a Maya in there. So you're kicking around. This is to finish off the count because it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you just keep your figure 8 going into the sneaky slide. So again, starting from the Maya, 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 or figure 8 right, left, hips, chest, head, head, chest, lifting the foot. We're going to go into the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, and shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to count the whole thing from the beginning, and the first thing's a little fast. It's going to go chest 1, 2, sink, 3, pop the hip, 4, kick and spin, reverse hook turn, 5, 6, and Maya, 7, 8 to finish out the phrase. And Maya, chest, head, head, chest, lift, and step. Step, cross the arms, step, and step. Shimmy, 1, 2, 3, 4, swing it around, 5, 6, shoulders, 7, 8, and 1. So we're going to keep the shimmy going, but we're going to attempt to drop the pelvis on 1. One more time, this time a little faster. 7, 8, and chest, 1, 2, drop, 3, hip, 4, spin, 5, 6, Maya, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, head, chest, lift, step, 2, 3, 4, and shimmy, 2, 3, 4, spin it around, and shoulders, 7, roll down, 8, and 1. So drop the pelvis on the 1. Do it one more time, just counting, full speed. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.